This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air it out deep. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Packers. A.J. Green. 82 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We've seen that a time or two over the years from A.J. Green. Long, explosive touchdown catches.
And he is so good at playing the ball in the air and going over the top of people to make catches. I think his teammates call it playing a little bit of hoops or playing above the rim. He is fantastic at it and continues to get better as his career progresses.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Wide, get wide. Switch. You got tape. Right there.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
And the Texans first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, and the catch made by Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Choose the mic. Quick.
From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. And it's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Check it back.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. On second down now, it's Patrick, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Right here, 41 Mike. Yeah. He's checking. Crash. Watch twist.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Finding Green complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. 50. All day.
Hey, orbit.
Rodgers again now. His throw incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Green 18. Back the pass. Hey, 88. 80 weapons. 55, my God, 55. Run. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, 88. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All game. Whoa. Let's get
it. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Strip that ball. Check safety, check safety.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Johnson's got it complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Watson off play action. And he finds Stills complete. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First down.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Watson. He finds his man Johnson. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down, Texans.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Mike 51. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, exit.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Watson now, pretty remarkable, 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. On the toss, here's Johnson, and an alley to run. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. Complete, it's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 41, Mike 45. 3 bucks.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And this one complete to Reed. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. In for the score, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and the catch made by Johnson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come. 51 to the 25.
Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Watson. That's complete to Cobb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. He's coming. He's coming. At 24. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it.
Again, it's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And yes, he got it. Gostkowski plays the role of hero as he punches it through. And the Texans are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Houston, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go!